Hey, all you freaks, geeks, and weirdos out there, and fidget spinning fools. Hey, we are at the San Diego Comic-Con, and I just found some awesome little ponies, cosplayers. This show's going to be packed with horror, action figures, art, and more. And these crazy girls. It's all coming up on Circus of Chaos. Blah. If you're a fan of John Carpenter's The Thing, you'll want this book.
Let's make this a 200-page book. We got 400 pages here. It's amazing.
And we also double down with a board game of this movie. If you like clowns, there are plenty of creepy clown-themed items here.
The best lunch pail ever, with cuddly Pennywise on the front, and then even happier cuddly Pennywise on the other side.
And we chat with the master of clown costumes at Ruby's.
We have a pretty good selection of clowns, that's for sure. That's one of the original costumes we made.
If you're a fan of G.I. Joe and The Walking Dead, you'll want to stick around for this Comic-Con exclusive mashup. And we play The Walking Dead No Man's Land and wonder what else can happen in this survival game.
I saw Merle. Merle was unlocked the other day, which is like, oh my gosh, he's got a pistol, but he's got his knife hand. I mean...
Yeah, Merle just got unlocked for Comic-Con. If you play through all the highlight season missions, you'll get the Governor. So, we're bringing back all these old favorites as well, just like kind of keep introducing fan favorites.
Ever wonder what creatures lurk in the underworld? We take a tour with Sideshow Collectibles and find out.
Wait, what's his name?
Poxel. Poxel the Scourge.
Poxel. It's like chicken pox.
How about adopting a baby dragon?
As long as you treat them with nice kindness and feed them mini marshmallows, they're real happy.
Ever wanted to have your own custom action figure of yourself?
You do this?
Yeah, man, we make custom action figures that look like people, and there's no 3D printing or molds or casting. You don't have to do anything. We take care of all of it.
We talk to War Machine Marketing, who can help you. It's all inside the Circus of Chaos San Diego Comic-Con special. Comic-Con is an overstimulation of color, toys, and good-looking cosplayers. So I decided to take a break at the Skybound booth and look at some props and toys.
We are with Skybound and Sean. Listen, man, I'm freaking out. You got two things that I've collected all my life. Well, G.I. Joe, right?
Yes.
One of my favorites. Loved the carded figures. Loved the art and the guns. But I also love Walking Dead. You guys did a hybrid, and when I saw this, I was freaking out.
Yeah.
Shiva Force, tell me about it.
The homage to the classic 80s G.I. Joe Tiger Force. This is a Walking Dead Shiva Force in honor of the All Out War for Series 8, or Season 8. We've got Rick, we got Michonne, we've got Ezekiel, and of course Shiva, the first time as an action figure. So each of the gift box, each carded figure comes like this. You get 4 carded figures, all like Shiva here inside the box.
And you know what I like about this? It's not just a one and done. There is, if you look on the back, it's like coming soon, and it's secret, man. It's classified. I want to know who these 4 figures are coming out, but I can't, right?
Negan's gonna mess stuff up.
See, that freaks me out. But see, I want to take Negan and do some, brain bashing. I love it. Tell me about the art, because I'm addicted. There's a lot of people addicted to the classic explosion back G.I. Joe carded art. Tell me about how you guys kept with that theme.
Yeah, Jason Edmiston, he's an artist out of Ontario, Canada, who known for painting stuff for Super 7, does a lot of famous monster stuff. He's amazing. He did these paintings, and it's pretty stellar stuff.
And I guess the future holds a little bit more for this line, right? I mean, who knows what's gonna happen?
Well, you'll have to wait and see. Tune in tomorrow.
All right, that's it. I'm gonna just get my G.I. Joes. Don't bother me. I'm gonna play my Walking Dead, and if you come into the room, I might stab you. We are here with John from Printed in Blood, and you know what? They have made one of my favorite coffee table books of all time, The Thing art book. I mean, I'm freaking out. I gotta buy one of these, right? I mean, this is going to be the book of life, right? This will be the new Bible for all of the fanboys of The Thing. Tell me how you decided to put this project together.
Oh, my partners and I, we're huge fans of horror and stuff. We've been working with John Carpenter on some posters over the last few years. Came up with the idea, put the call out to a lot of our friends who are artists. Pretty much everybody was like, that is my favorite movie. And so it just grew. We were like, let's make this a 200-page book. We got 400 pages here. It's amazing.
I mean, 400's not enough, right? Here's the thing. What is the Comic-Con exclusive?
You get a limited edition, exclusive slipcase edition with a Bill Sienkiewicz cover. You get 6 prints of art that is not in the standard edition book.
I'm gonna mount those on the wall. There's gonna be a thing like Memorial Hall. Okay, and you got a little something in there by John Carpenter?
Absolutely. He did the afterword, and we have Eli Roth did the foreword. The man did a short film when he was a little kid. He drew pictures of the thing. He's a huge fan. It's in the book.
See, if you're looking for freaky exclusives and stuff you didn't even know about, you gotta get the Thing art book. Folks can't come to the Comic-Con and they really want to buy this thing. They're seeing this going, oh my God, and they're getting overwhelmed. Where can they buy this?
Printedinblood.com.
I mean, who doesn't want to go to Printed in Blood? In the Thing Infection at Outpost 31 board game, relieve John Carpenter's sci-fi cult classic as a hidden identity game designed to push you to the edge. Play as one of a dozen characters like helicopter pilot McCready, mechanic Childs, or station manager Gary. Face sabotage and infection as you investigate the facility, gather gear, battle the Thing, expose any imitations among you, and then escape Outpost 31. I mean, hands down, I'm getting this board game and having a party. All right, base camp. We're gonna get this. Gonna prep. Kill these freaking.
Hey, cousin Dave.
Hey, you know, don't bother me. I'm playing Walking Dead No Man's Land right now, man.
Well,
I'm trying to kill zombies.
Funny you should mention that. So, look behind you, dude.
Well, this is it. Clips of the game.
Next games, Walking Dead No Man's Land, San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, I walked into your booth. This is Next Games.
Accidentally, yeah.
Holy crap! Wait a minute. I'm freaking out right now. We're at Next Games. This is the only game that I play on the phone. Okay. I don't like to be bothered when I'm killing zombies. Okay, I got some questions. Okay. Sure. First of all, how far is this game gonna go?
I think as far as the show, I mean, we don't see it ending, so I don't think the game is going to end. It's always going to keep expanding, keep evolving with the TV show. We're going to keep introducing new characters, new weapons, new missions, new sort of worlds as the show does. So, I mean, as long as there's fans, there's going to be a game for sure.
I mean, I'm always on a scavenger hunt for like the golden, star weapons. What are your favorites out there that decimate people?
Oh, dude, like the Golden Lucille. There's no replacement for that. And like when you do the special attack and it's just like whack everybody around you, that's like, you can't put a price on that. It's just too cool.
And then tell me about your assault weapons class. What's one of the hottest ones there?
Well, the funniest one for sure is Rufus's flamethrower, which is a whole different kind of assault rifle. Basically, it's just like, you set the zombies on fire, and it's totally different from the other sort of like assault class weapons. But I think in general, like just the larger the cone, the larger the sphere of impact, basically, the better off you are.
Yeah, Rufus is the one that Chris Hardwick designed. It's big old bearded hillbilly, but I got to tell you something. That guy's awesome. Give him the flamethrower, and he wipes out zombies left and right. What the neat thing is that we're unlocking new missions. It seems like almost every week. What's going to happen in the next few months?
So right now we're running something called the highlight season, which means that there's going to be like highlights from previous seasons of The Walking Dead, because the show is not on TV right now. But then in October, when season 8 returns, there's going to be season 8 missions that'll keep returning, like the season 7 stuff, where every week, every Sunday there's a new episode on TV, every Monday there's a new episode in the game, where you get to play through the stuff that happened last night. We're going to tell like these kind of mini stories that could have been in the show, but were cut out for some reason. So you're always kind of like evolving with the TV show, and expanding that whole kind of like universe. It tend to be this kind of like fast-paced, like do this left and right kind of thing. Our game is not that. I mean, Walking Dead No Man's Land is all about like taking your time, thinking through your moves. You play it when you have the time to play it. I mean, you can always like pause, of course, but I mean, it's not meant to be something that you play, like with an ADHD pace, and it's just like back and forth all the time. You take your time, you plan your moves. A lot of the people that love the game used to like XCOM, for example, back in the PC days. So it's like kind of like a genre that's been fairly new to mobile. And I think that's one of the reasons why it's been so successful, because there's a lot of games out there like this on the PC console world, but not on mobile though. So it's different.
And here's the thing, if you haven't played this, go to the App Store, download it, and start playing right away. You're gonna love killing zombie. It's the best thing to do when you're laying in bed, right?
Yeah, and it's totally free game, so just free to download out on iOS App Store, all that jazz. Just, be careful out there.
Jonas!
Stay tuned for more Circus of Chaos at the San Diego Comic-Con.
More freaks, geeks, and weirdos from San Diego Comic-Con coming up next.
I love the random comics you could find at a booth. The sun is sick. Looks fun and demented. All right, let's get back on track. I decided to go on a mission to find Hatchet's and puppet friends, and then I ran into the Imaginarium Galleries. Hey, we're here at Imaginarium Galleries. We got little friends with us. Hey, little babies, how are you doing, little choo-choo? Okay, whoa. I hope these little guys don't bite. Does this guy bite?
Oh, absolutely not. I've trained him very well.
Oh, look, you want a little scratchy, little chooka-chookas? Okay, hey, listen, we love these guys. I got a co-star named Hatchet. He's going to be supportive of this right now. But tell me, how did Imaginarium Galleries get started?
So my father invented it about 40 years ago to pay his way through medical school with his art, and then decided that this was the choice that he wanted to make and actually make this his full-time job. And so now we just go around traveling the country and with these little guys. Justin, my brother, makes most of them now, and my father designs them.
I mean, what fun is that, right? Running around, and people love this stuff. So how many different kinds of critters are there to adopt?
Pretty much endless, honestly. The thing is they're all individually handcrafted, so even if we try and replicate a style, it never quite turns out the same. So, yeah, essentially infinite.
Oh my gosh, so do any of them bite, though?
You know what? The only one that bites, I'd say, is that big one up there. He's a security guard over there. He hasn't been trained yet. But aside from that, they're very, very kind creatures.
Are they like certain parrots, where if they're not used to certain bright lights and loud noises, they'll bite and bleed you?
As long as you treat...
Freaking out there.
As long as you treat them with nice kindness and feed them mini marshmallows, they're real happy.
So I'm just going to say it. One of the most powerful visual setups at the San Diego Comic-Con is the Sideshow Collectibles booth. From DC to Star Wars, they even have Walter White. While I tried to abduct this cute girl at the Court of the Dead booth, she shared with me the beautifully horrific statues they're producing.
Well, it's not your mama's Skeksis. That's Poxel. That's Skeksis and then some.
I am loving this. We're
It's a bag of poison.
So we're at the Sideshow booth. It's Court of the Dead, blah, 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 right? I mean, this stuff is amazing. It's nightmares that people collect, right? It's awesome. So here's the question. I love the Skeksis statue guy. But what's his name?
Poxel. Poxel the Scourge.
Poxel. It's like chicken poxel. Right? I mean, it's like he's sick, right?
Yeah, if you have a case of chicken poxel, you're not coming back from that.
Tell me about Poxel. What's his deal?
He's a reaper, so he comes to the mortal realm to collect the souls of the dead and bring them to the underworld.
What's wrong with that?
I don't know what the health package would be for a job like that. But.
Actually, no, you're right. It's probably high medical costs. So the detail's amazing. Poxel's amazing. I mean, I'd love just two of those, right? Just back to back on like a shrine, a throne, right? Wouldn't that be cool? You're like, hey, it's a Poxel party. All right, what else? I mean, I'm overstimulated right now.
So much new. Cousin Dave this year. She's new. He's new. She's new. She's new. It sounds like an incantation. She's new. She's new. She's new.
I'm getting sucked into the Sideshow booth.
They're new.
Okay, hold on now. Wait a minute. I love these little statues. It's like the babies, right? So
terrifying.
Okay, finally detailed. Tell me about this line of figure.
Yeah, these are a new format for us. They're called Prestige Statuettes. We've got our three faction leaders here, Zyle, Gethsemane, and Kier. And I think we've brought a new level of detail to the smaller scale. I mean, you can fit them on your desktop, so it's a little easier on the shelf space there. Like you said, they're painted just like the quarter scale. Our team, we worked with a studio called Pure Arts, an amazing team. They do a lot of Assassin's Creed and Marvel figures, and they really brought a next level of craftsmanship to that. And the team here that designed it, we were able to, it's all about that base, right? So the storytelling in the bases is incredible. I mean, this one has a whole second body of a slain angel. She's got her little minions in there, and my favorite is the little cat there named Riaz.
Oh, look at the baby. Baby kitties.
Phone kitty.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, no, I mean, the detail and hours and art that goes into these. Your team at Sideshow, the artists are phenomenal. I mean, you got the best of the best, right?
Amazing, yes. Oh, our team is great. And yeah, another, she's new. Can I keep overwhelming you with that? This is Sheev. She's also a Reaper, like Poxel. She's a Pathfinder. So she's got this little tickler finger here where she runs around and marks the spot where there's a war or a battle or a massacre or maybe a clown circus of chaos where there's lots of bodies to collect so everyone knows to come there. It's kind of like the beacon. So
I'm overwhelmed now. You know what? We're gonna cancel Comic-Con and we're just gonna camp here. I'm gonna pitch the tent and that's it. I'm sleeping here. Is that you? Probably don't want.
Roll up the van? No white vans.
Oh, you know what I love though is that the team at Sideshow. I'm a hot mess, okay, and maybe so are those shipping guys because I'll open up a figure. It's like C-3PO's arms in pieces, and I'm like sweating and getting upset, and then I call Sideshow customer service, and they're like, "Hey, we got this."
Our customer service team is the best in the world. I think we have an amazing team of artists, but I think our customer service team is one of our biggest differentiators. I mean, they're on a first name basis with a lot of our fans. They know every single figure, their fans too. They can tell you with their eyes closed, asleep, how to put together, a 90-piece figure and how to style a cape, and they know where all the bodies are buried, the pieces, if you need a piece, is what I mean to say. So they will hook you up.
If people want to get in touch with figuring out where they can buy this or prints, because this world is expansive. I noticed there's jewelry, there's all these different properties. Where's the best place they could go to find this stuff?
Well, sideshow.com, of course.
If you're looking for a good time at the carnival or just wanting some circus with your horror, let's hear what Bob has to say.
Hi, I'm Bob Self, ringmaster of Baby Tattoo and the Carnival of Astounding Art. Art isn't just something you hang on the wall. Art is a part of the fabric of our lives. It's something you really live and experience, and that's what the carnival's really about. We're a traveling carnival of the finer aesthetic things in life. Some of it's dark and scary, some of it's vibrant and whimsical, but basically that kind of art that gets you really riled up and excited to whirl in the visually stunning world that we live in.
All right, we've seen some fantastic masks here. Beauty's Beasts. Tell me about the creation of those products.
Beauty's Beast was a project where we put together Olivia, who's the world's greatest living pinup artist, and Jordu Shell, who's a master monster maker. You can see we got the monsters here and the beauties as well. And it was just really an opportunity to take two phenomenal artists, a great pinup artist and a great monster maker, and mash that up into a classic pairing of Beauties and Beasts, and really get people to think about the art in a more fun, interactive way than if you just saw the pinups by themselves or the monsters by themselves. This particular painting, the Carnival concept painting by Jose Amroca Flores, really shows what the Carnival of Art is all about. Our traveling art carnival is literally that. Here we happen to be at San Diego Comic-Con, but we may be coming to an abandoned field near you. The fact is the tents pop up, the art appears, and there's an incredible show late into the night of all kinds of visual wonders.
This painting I looked at, it's either called Reach for the Moon or Parental Anxiety. Please tell me about it.
Wow. Those are both good titles. It's actually called Ellie's Dream. It's by Michael Whalen, the most awarded sci-fi fantasy artist of all time. He's also very well known for his work on Stephen King's Dark Tower novels, and we have an original from the Dark Tower next door to it as well. And as if you don't know, the Dark Tower is at the center of all worlds, and we kind of like to think that Baby Tattoo and the Carnival of Astounding Art is at the center of all art worlds.
Checked out the Sketch Theater book. Tell me about that, because there's going to be people that are going to see this and go, I want that book. Give me a tour.
Well, Sketch Theater is an amazing project. It was done by Noman, the School of Visual Effects. Basically, there's a website, sketchtheater.com, where you can see artists do a sketch from beginning to end in time lapse to some of their favorite music. That's a companion book for the project. But everybody in the Sketch Theater project actually makes their living as an artist, which is an important thing to understand, because teachers and parents don't always realize that you can really make a living creating art. It's not just a hobby, it is in fact a deep, deep profession. Listen, it's all at the carnival. Go to babytattoo.com. It's the portal to everything you've ever imagined and so many things beyond your imagination.
The San Diego Comic-Con is scattered with horrific clown fragments. You just have to know where to find them. Like Cuddles the Clown from Mezco.
So Cuddles is a resurrection version of our previous Cuddles character from Series 12, but this is the first ever Living Dead doll that talks. So with the release of the new Stephen King's It movie, we're doing a classic Pennywise Living Dead doll that should be out later this year.
And if you love Pennywise, here are a couple more things for you.
Got two things right now. Right now you can buy the best lunch pail ever with cuddly Pennywise on the front and then even happier cuddly Pennywise on the other side.
God, you know, what's not to love about this?
Well, what wouldn't you want to put your sandwiches in, right?
I mean, can I send kids to school with this thing? This is perfect.
Could try. I did actually send my youngest son to school with this, and the lunch people were discerning, to say the least. He was told that he perhaps shouldn't bring it to school because it wasn't age appropriate. So it's banned, kiddies, so buy it quick.
You know, I ban lunchboxes here at Factory Entertainment. Get one now. Blah, blah, blah. No, you know what? This is great. And then the other thing that caught my eye, tell people about it.
We have a line of statues that we call premium motion statues, so they will have a moving feature. We kicked it off this year with Freddy Krueger, and he has removable limbs and sound. And then we thought, let's move it through the famous monsters. So we're moving from Freddy, the next one's going to be Pennywise, and he does have audio from the movie, digitally recorded. He does 6 phrases, all the good ones, and he's a 10-inch statue, and he's got movement in his waist, so he's holding his balloons, and as he waves backwards and forwards, he can sit on your desk and love you forever.
It's a great gift for Grandma. I love it. Hey, and so people want to get this stuff, and they're not at Comic-Con. Where can they go?
You can buy it on our website, factoryent.com, www.factoryent.com.
Now, if you need a clown costume to go with that lunchbox, why not talk with the good folks over at Ruby's? We're here with Howard of Ruby's. Maybe you've heard of them. They're worldwide, huh? And they have everything you need. You know what, though? There's a story behind Ruby's. Before they were worldwide, it's just a mom and pop shop, right, Howard?
That's correct. Actually started in 1951 by my mother and father.
Tell me the story about growing up. How did this all come to be?
Well, it didn't originally start in costumes. It actually started as a candy store in Woodhaven, Queens, New York. Myself, 2 brothers, a sister, but the company was started by my mother and father. And in the early days, it really was a candy store. We made malted shakes, sold newspapers, magazines, and all 6 of us actually lived in one room behind the store at the time. So it grew from that into a novelty shop and eventually into a costume rental shop.
Where's the DeLorean? I want to go back in time and just go visit your parents' candy shop. That sounds awesome. I mean, you must have had a great childhood.
Absolutely, absolutely. What do they say, a kid growing up in the candy store?
It obviously grew from there. The whole family's involved, and then next thing you know, you keep expanding costumes and whatnot, and then all of a sudden you went, hey, it just kept growing. How did that sort of take place?
So we actually grew from a candy store into jokes, tricks, novelties, eventually funny hats, masks.
Blood.
Exactly, fake blood, funny makeup, funny hats, masks, and then grew into costume rental. And then from there, we started manufacturing our own costumes, and then we started wholesaling those costumes.
Just tell me about all the people that are the designers and how you guys choose, and hey, we're gonna make this clown outfit. I mean, I've seen some great clown costumes out there.
Thank you, thank you. Ruby's actually has over 40,000 different items in its product line today. And we develop both internationally as well as domestically. Domestically, we have a design studio in Long Island, New York, and San Diego, California. So we develop costumes on both coasts. Our development team today is approximately 100 people divided by the 2 coasts. And they include pattern makers, designers, sculptors. We manufacture all of our own masks. So you're talking about a wide group of different trades here that are also involved with our design. And our generic designs are all done by us and approved by us, but our licensed designs have to be approved by the major studios.
And I got a bunch of clown girls back at Circus of Chaos. They need costumes. I mean, do you have a pretty good selection? Because otherwise, we're going straight to your website.
We have a pretty good selection of clowns, that's for sure. That's one of the original costumes we made.
Qui-Gon's tunic, I'm going to use for the clown robe. Then I'm going to get some red dye. I think what I'm going to do, if I just rip the top of this open, I think what I can...
Dave, what are you doing?
I'm trying to make a custom figure, man. I want a clown figure that looks like me or someone from Circus of Chaos. I want a custom machete with blood on it, and no one does that. So I want to make my own custom out of parts.
Dude, why make customs? Why make your own customs when that's exactly what we do here at War Machine Marketing?
Wait, Ro, are you telling me
You do this?
Yeah, man. We make custom action figures that look like people. And there's no 3D printing or molds or casting. You don't have to do anything. We take care of all of it.
All right, you got to tell me about the process, because I'm going to make some clowns. Bad action figure clowns that'll stand next to my Star Wars guys or my G.I. Joes.
That's exactly what we do. So there's no 3D printing, there's no molds, there's no casting. Everything's hand done, hand painted. All you got to do is send us photos. And we'll make it. We'll make you a fully custom, articulated figure.
So I don't have to cut off like Uncle Smarm's finger and send it to you? Just a photo?
No, not well. You can, but you don't have to. That's for sure.
You're kidding me, man. And so what? Where can people find out about this? Where's the website?
Sure, it's warmachinemarketing.com, or you can go to facebook.com/warmachinemktg, or you can just email me at rok@warmachinemarketing.com, and we'll take care of it. If you want to be a Star Wars figure, if you want to be a G.I. Joe guy, you want to be a mashup, do you want to be like a Han Solo Doctor Who? We can do that too.
You know, there's a lot of mashups lately. They took Walking Dead and G.I. Joe and made some crazy stuff the other day. Why not do your own, right?
That's kind of it. We did Doctor Who Han Solo. We've done a Deadpool clone trooper. I mean, the sky's the limit.
You were wearing a favorite shirt that I saw the other day. Two of my favorite mashups. It was Boba Fett's Mandalorian logo mixed with Cobra from G.I. Joe. Come on, man.
Dude, that's how we do it, man. I take the two. It's like peanut butter cups, man. It's the two great tastes that taste great together. That's how it goes.
Hey, what made you decide, dude? I'm doing customs, man.
You know, I was sick of buying figures. I'm a huge Boba Fett fan. I was sick of buying action figures. How many different Boba Fetts can you get? You know, there's this one. He's bending this way. And so I was like, screw that. So I went on eBay and I found this really dope Mandalorian mercenary. And when the guy sent it to me in the mail, I thought it was so amazing that I asked him if he could do my head on this dope Mandalorian body. He sent it to me, and the first thing I did was call him up and say, dude, we got to go into business together. This is dream-making stuff. So now that's what we do. So all people have to do is send us photos of the characters they want, what they look like.
Look up Ro, check out his website, and hey, get your own custom figure. I think I'm gonna get a Cousin Dave. Well, that's it for another year of the San Diego Comic-Con. All right, so let me just play ponies here and get in the middle.
I'm terrified of clowns. I think I'll leave now.
Is anyone afraid of clowns?
Terrified.
Yeah, everyone's afraid.
Because I have clown therapy. We get in the white van together and play that game.
What game?
Clown therapy.
Oh, that game scares me.
All right, how about we'll do that game, turn the lights off, see what happens?
Oh, that game. That game is frightening.
Okay.
That game always leads to who's in my mouth.
Yeah. How are we rolling?
Yeah. I want a Cousin Dave figure too. Are you kidding me?
I want a thinner version though. Could you trick like all these lasagna sandwiches? I'm fat as hell.
Dude, we're not magicians, bro.
Is that a candy apple?
It's a poison, delicious apple that you can actually have a bite of. Actually, you should bite this apple, because I'm down to murder you.
I don't want to die right now. Don't do what you guys do to the baby in Game of Thrones where the eyes turn blue.
We've been looking for babies all goddamn day.
We found literally we found multiple babies. Nobody would give them to us. We asked nicely.
More freaks, geeks, and weirdos. Sorry, I have a cuss word.
Yeah, that's what bleeps are for. Ha! Ah!